This is soul bossa nova. Quincy Jones wrote this, and the style of music is bossa nova, and the crotchet is set at 142 beats per minute. There's the counting, 1, 2, and then you got the triangles here are cowbells, which I'll show later. The X in the snare line is the cross stick on the snare drum, and on the 1, 2 you got to click with the snare, and the 3 and you got to click with the snare as well, and the 2 again, and this bit you go 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 3 and the click is in between those two strokes. Again, these two bars, 1, 2, again, these two bars again, and then you got 1, 2 and 3, rest, and 1, 2, rest, rest, and then you got the groove where the bass drums are, and 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1. So the bass drum is constant in that way, and then you've got a click on the 1 on the first stroke, on the fourth stroke in terms of quavers or eighth notes, and the third stroke, and that's pretty standard, except this bass drum doesn't have the click on the first. And then here the only difference is you've got 1 and 2, and then this is 3, 4 and on tom 1, high tom. Okay, and then here you've got the same groove essentially with an open on the second stroke of every 4 quavers. So 1 and close and 3 and close and 1 and close and 3 open close, and then here the bit that repeats here, 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 these two bars 1, 2 starts with the hat click bass, whereas here it starts with hat click bass, but here it doesn't, but here it does. And then it just continues on here, 1 and 2, rest and a 4 and on tom 1 again, and then right cymbal, bass, snap, bass, bass, snap, bass, bass, snap, bass, bass, snap, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repeats. You do it 6 times in total, as in this groove, and then this is 1, 2 and 3, floor, 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 crash. These are all floor toms, and then rest, rest. DS means back to the squirrel here, to the sign, and then until coda. That's coda. So here you do again, repeat those 2 bars as in these 2, and then these 2 again, these 2, and then you got the same fill here, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and here, and then you're back on the cowbell, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, buzz, buzz, buzz on the snare. So it's a triplet buzz, buzz triplet, and then again, again, and then a big snare, 1, and then whatever drums you want here, 1, 2, 3 and